Alright, so I'm going to play some Gnomoria. I'm going to create a new game. Actually, let's take this off a windowed. Alright, let's go with the new game. Normally when I play, I tend to make it an entire flat um, area, just because for me that's easier. But since I'm actually going to stream this and probably put it up as VOD later, I'm going to just making sure that everything looks fine on my stream since I don't think there's anyone in the room to let me know. Right. Come on. Oh, and it's still stuck on that. Do it. Uh, okay. The 15 seconds for this to update. Uh, there we go. Okay. So, now that there's video up there, we could probably go ahead. Hey, Multitune. Oh, welcome to my playing of Gnomoria. I'm going to start off on a brand new playthrough, and hopefully everything works out well. All right. Let's just call this. Just call it River and generate. As I was mentioning, I don't know if you're in the room or not when I was. Normally, when I play Normoria, I leave it on a completely flat surface, just because it's 100% easier to start off with. But I'm not going to do this time. I'm just going to kind of see what the game spits out at me, and we'll go from there. Oh, come on, hurry up and generate. Try and fill some of the dead air with actually talking, but it's a pretty slow going game. Um, so we'll see. Talk to me in the chat, and maybe we can keep this from just being dead air while I play. Probably be pretty nice. Okay, should be just about there. Okay, come on. Let's go game. All right, Maltune. I don't know if you played No Moria before or not, but essentially you're just trying to make a kingdom. Easiest way of doing it. I'm just going to take a look at where I'm sitting. Try and plan out my piece of operations. looks like it should be fine. So first time what I'm going to do is I'm going to have them forage. From this area it looks like it'll get me some oranges and some cotton. And maybe I'll capture some strawberries in there as well. Yeah, we'll just start off with that. I'm probably going to use this area in here for my farms and stuff. It looks like I can get into the mountain. It doesn't look too bad for blocking it all off. So I can, a relatively peaceful area to start off with. So let's get some foraging under the way so I can get that stuff going. And then as I start, I usually just queue up a bunch of commands. That way I can, when I press play right after this, they're just gonna start going nuts. The next thing is I'm just going to fell all the trees in this area as well. And I'm gonna do this maximum kind of area here. And I noticed before the reason why I do fell trees then or forage than fell trees is just because when if you forage first, or if you fell trees first, it'll have you fell these orange trees. But then if you forage afterwards, it'll cancel the chopping down trees command and just pick the oranges instead. And I actually want to kind of clear this out so I can try and figure some stuff out. So this area here, I'm going to try and wall it off. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get rid of all these slopes, because enemies will be able to come down the slopes after I walled it off. But if I just remove these ramps, then they won't be able to do it. Do that. Come back out this way and do these. There as well. And then the dirt that I'm going to get from this is I'm going to start my wall. I'm just going to toss in some build wall command here. And at this point, I just don't care what I'm building the wall out of. I'm going to go. Oops. I'm going to go from here. And then as you notice, there's no build on top of these fell and forge commands, which is fine for me. I'm not too worried about. I'll fill those in later. And I'm actually going to cancel these remove ramps because it looks like they'll be inside my base. I kind of want to keep those ramps around. Yeah, the main ramps I want to get rid of are the ones that look like they'll actually have people unwantingly come into my base. I'm just going to cancel all this stuff over here. Figure it out later. Yeah, if I keep it down on the bottom there, then I won't need. Yeah, let's just. And cancel those. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just gonna try and keep it down on the bottom ledge here. Or we'll keep this top ledge. I'll wall that off. A minute. That looks all right for now. Yeah, I'll just kind of keep it in this area. I'll put in some walls, closing this off in a minute. To see what's going on, but yeah. Hey, Flavin DK, Flavindick, however you pronounce your screen name. As I was saying before, this is a brand new playthrough on Gnomoria. I've played a bunch of games of Gnomoria before, but I usually do it on flat terrain, just because it's so much easier. This is my first playthrough in a really long time where I'm not playing flat terrain. So we'll see how that goes. If you guys have played before, and you see me doing something wrong, or you think I should be going in a different way in the tech tree, let me know. I usually don't get very far in my tech tree. So all right, come on, speed this up, guys. I think I'll probably run out of dirt here. So, going to. As miners go. Oh, they're doing the other side. Forgot about that. Dude up top. I hope there wasn't gonna be too many guys up there, because they're gonna get stuck. Hey Noctune. Welcome to the stream. Ooh, right, I should probably get that stuff in here now. I get too crazy and wall everything off, I should probably make sure that I get all my crates and stuff in here. Storage. Crates. I have 3 crates in here. Storage. Barrels. I got a couple of bags. 2 bags. Okay. bad stuff starts happening. And 13 by 14 there, just so I can get some extra dirt going. There's a job in the water there. Oops. Here's hoping that these walls will hold up once they get all done. I'm gonna have to remove that stockpile in a minute so I can get, actually, I should probably get some farms done. Still have a barrel and stuff out there. I have an extra bag. Put that other barrel in here. And I should probably get my yaks in here too, so let's just try and get a pasture going. For the yaks. And then I want to try and get that last thing of straw in here as well. Oh no, the straw's still out there. So G code of just doing goods, plant, and straw. Hopefully someone goes and fetches that. Get the yaks, we're getting the straw in here. Okay, so I'm more comfortable closing that up soon. So remove some designation because I want to get rid of that. Then I want to start my farms. So I'm just going to start with small farms. Usually when I play on a flat service, I'll do 10 by 10s for my farms. But usually what I run into is I'll get I won't have enough workers to work all the plots. So then after my first season, I'm rushing to get more farmers into it. And then since I got some clippings, I'm going to start my pastures as well, or not my pastures, my groves for my trees. Same thing, usually I do 10 by 10, but right now I'm just going to do some, 5 by 5. And then this is going to be orange. And then I'm going to move my designation for my stockpile into this new 13 by 13 area that I made, or 13 by 14 area. Try and get some stuff off there. Then, right. I'm going to deconstruct my bags and my barrels, crates. It looks like once I change the designation, they automatically deconstructed. So I should be able to put them in here by now. So, what do you guys think of the stream so far? I didn't know how well Gnomoria was going to translate to a stream, just because it's a pretty slow game. There's not a lot going on in it. Um, I mean, at least the way I play it, there's usually not a lot going on. I'm sure there's a lot better uh, players out there uh, for this that could probably stream it a lot better than me, make it sound a lot more interesting. But yeah, let me know in chat how things are going. Hmm. You know what? I think I'm gonna move some stuff. I'll be right back. I'm gonna move some stuff around on the output of the screen just because I'm looking now. You guys probably can't see really well the stuff here or the stuff there, so I'm just gonna drop that down a bit, so it's a little bit easier to see. There, that's probably a lot better um, viewing wise. You can actually see kind of where I'm at in the day and stuff like that. So. Okay, so that should be blocked off there. Actually, that's... Let me get rid of those ramps. I just noticed that they could probably come down here and back down. And just for the sake of me being worried, I'm gonna try do that and then move this ramp afterwards. So I do these walled off cities, just because it's I don't focus on military right away. Um, so I have no one to defend my area. So yeah, I'll just get it all walled off as well as possible. That way I don't get anyone coming in and destroying me really early on in game. It's not usually until I think the first day of winter when uh, you get enemies showing up. But at the same time, I don't like risking it. I'm just gonna see if I can. That I just want to see if a 5x5 would be good enough for two. Pasture size, animal size 12. Okay, so 5x5 is fine for yaks. We're gonna get rid of this giant designation there, and then we'll force the yaks in this little 5x5 that I just built. Try and keep this as open as possible because I'm sure eventually these farm plots are going to need to get bigger. Right, I should start mining down so I can get some metal. Some stone and some metal so I can start building some stuff. And then terrain. Big stairs down. And then I believe it's depth of -7, where you get start getting stone. So I'm just gonna do stairs right down to -7. Get those going. -7 also, I believe, is where mobs start spawning. So, yeah, you're gonna need some torches. Oh, and I do got some stone here, so that's good. So I can start by just setting up a crude workbench. Once I get a crude workbench going, let's move that straw designation. Let's get a crude workbench going. I can start advancing a little bit more on my tech tree. Get some wood cutting stuff going and some other stuff. But the first thing is you just need that crude workbench to get things started off with. I'm gonna do that, which is good. So now, I believe with the crude workbench, I can start building my workshops out. I'm gonna build into here. There we go. Just want to drop down the height of the stuff here so I can build some stuff out. And I want to out. Let's do a 7x7 for now off there. If it's not big enough for some of the workbenches and stuff, I'm going to try and turn this into a woodworking area. And then probably build a stair up and, or maybe even down from it and start throwing in, man, can't even think anymore. Throw in a wood stockpile underneath of it so it flows, so the work kind of flows a bit so they don't have to walk all over the place to get wood to build all the stuff that I need. So I think, because I got the woodworking one, I think I can get a wood carver. Or is it a carpenter? I can get a carpenter out of this. Yeah, you can build a carpenter right away. And get my builder doing some stuff. I'm gonna fix these designations. Get rid of the holes in it, and then pretty soon my woodcutters should be starting putting in uh, They should start putting in pretty soon. This was gonna fit. Is it animal size 2? Um, Hold on, guys. My dog's bugging me really quick. I just got to probably let him outside. All right, let's fix. Oh no, they're farming there. So hold on. Sorry, I'll let these guys go. Sorry about that. Dog's just whining. I don't know. Don't know what he wants. All right, so I'm just gonna fill in the rest of the wall on this side since my woodcutters have finished felling the trees there. Um, they should be done everything. Just gonna double check. Usually with my professions, I have the woodcutters also work as work in the groves. Um, yeah, horticulture. That way they don't do any of the farming or anything like that. They'll just do the trees, um, and then that will free up my actual farmers from having to worry about all these plots, and just have to worry about um, and just have to kind of worry about the farms, and then the woodcutters can worry about planting trees and felling everything. Okay, there we go. We're getting the other yak in there. Okay, so we should be all walled off now, which is good. Um, uh, Builder's probably sleeping. Builder. Um, and then eventually I'm probably just going to flatten this area kind of right out. Um, that way I kind of have a little bit more area. I think my 5x5 farm plots should be sufficient for a while. As I said, I'm not 100% sure anymore because I do usually build 10 by 10s. Um, but as I said, the first year trying to manage everything it's a little hard because you just don't have enough farmers um, to deal with 300 plots of farmland, and then even with the um, grows, even at a 10 by 10 as well. I mean, right now it'd be 200 plots um, they have to worry about instead of uh, 50. So it cuts it down quite a bit. And I usually don't ever run out of food in that when I do the 10 by 10s, but as I said, it's pretty, uh, pretty, pretty, you know, hard to get everything managed properly. Yeah, that should be sufficiently good on defense for a bit. Um, Sorry, guys, hold on. Sorry about that. Okay, perfect. Farms are going good. I'm not going to try and keep clippings for this farm. I have a bunch of clippings laying around, um, and they just take up a ton of space. So I'm just going to have them cut down just fell the trees, pick the fruit. I'm going to see on my orange grove um, how many I-41 clippings, 25. So this one I'm not going to have them um, fell the trees or cut clippings because again, uh, there's plenty, um, plenty of clippings. So I'm just going to have them pick the fruit and plant saplings for this grove. I should probably make sure plant saplings there. Um, Turn off pick fruit because there won't be any fruit off the pines. Uh, so as you can see up on the top, there's your food and your drink. You have to make sure you have sufficient food for everyone, enough to drink. Um, Once I get this wood carver one going, I'm probably gonna actually I'll make the area now. I'm gonna get another one out for stone. Um, what was this? 7 out for a 7 by 7. Yeah, so I'm gonna get a stone bricking area, a stone mason over here. That way I can build a well, and I'll be able to put the well um, under this water. Um, so then I don't have to really necessarily worry about drink so much. Um, we'll see as we get later in game, there's different types of drink that you can make and have available um, for your gnomes. Water is the easiest one, but they'll get thirsty more often with the water, and then there's stuff like beer, and they won't get as weirdly enough not get as thirsty drinking the beer. Um, so down in the 7 by 7 area as well, there should be metal, which I'll need for armor and other crafting later. Not going to worry about it too much right now, because I usually try and stay away from getting a military going off the bat. Um, right now, I'm just trying to get this woodcutter going, and then a stonemason, and then try and get a sawmill, so then the woodcutting goes a lot quicker. Um, yeah. So, other than I'm, a uh, pretty kind of let it go game. Pretty boring to watch sometimes. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna start. Uh, oh, gotta put the walls all the way back up so I can see what I'm doing. Let's start trying to flatten this area little by little. once my miners wake up from sleeping, I'll probably start setting up some dormitories pretty soon for them to sleep on. I just want to wait for um, my wheat farms to start coming because your first beds are just straw filled. Um, so I'm trying to not use all that straw because it is what my yaks used to eat. Um, so I don't want to. I don't want them running out of food and then dying. I don't want to kill off a yak just yet. Um, so just gonna build or drain, dig, ramp down here as well, and then I don't have to. And then I know kind of where to stop mining. Okay, perfect. Just to keep my miners busy, pretty much just to keep them busy at the moment. Um, okay, so I got my woodcutter, which is good, so I can start building some more furniture faster. The unfortunate part is they're still going to have to cut the logs into planks at the crude workbench, um, but I can't get anything better than the wood workbench to cut it until I get a stonemason built that can build me saw blades. So I'm gonna go and just stone. I believe it's the mason. Put into blocks. Furniture from stone blocks. It's the mason. Oh, I could be wrong on this, but we'll find out. I think it's the mason that I need. Oh, that's handy to know now. Apparently, I don't need to remove maps. I can or ramps. I can just mine the wall behind them, and then they go away. So now I got to be careful here because I'm going to remove the floor up here, but I got to make sure that I leave enough room for someone to get to and from that would from my crude workbench for now. Um, so I'm gonna try that. Actually, cancel that. Oh, and the nice thing is after every save, the game will pause for you automatically. You can turn that off in the settings, but I do like having it. Um, I find it a good feature. That way, I don't make sure that I'm paying attention and nothing really happens um, not. Where is this? Is that gnome stuck? Ah, shoot. Here? Oh, that's not what I wanted. Let's go build. There's down. There. Oh, they can use that ramp there. Okay, so I'm gonna designate a dining room. That way, um, when my gnomes um, are not doing anything, they'll go there instead of wandering around. Um, that way, I don't lose track of them. This and then terrain. I want to remove these ramps here. That's how people are coming down. We're going around that area, so hopefully that stops them. And my miners aren't removing this floor. It's probably because they can't get at it. So we're going to move that wall. Did I go replace floor? Oh shit, I did go replace floor. I want to move the floor. I don't want to replace the floor. That's not going to do me any good. I want that floor gone. Now, the one thing I'm worried about here is that the this person here is going to remove all the floor before this person can come across. So I'm gonna have to keep a lookout on that to see if I'm gonna have to build stairs. Um, build stairs around it to get them back up and down. Yeah, so as you can see, she's going to take away this floor, which is going to ruin. Oh, no, they can still get across back there. Once she removes this part, I'm going to have to build some stairs to get him off that floor, or else he's going to take himself in a circle. Oh no, he's gonna dig himself into a corner here. Awesome. Thanks, buddy. Oh, well, he's just ruining everything. I'm just gonna let him go and figure out what he wants to do. I really feel like I should change his name to something. Chief Idiot. He is not the brightest gnome in the box right now. It's a good gnome. Sleeping on the job like that. What I like to see. That's hard work. This stuff would start going pretty soon, so then start cleaning that up. I don't know where my builder's at. Builder should be building. Oh, we need someone here. We're waiting for a chisel. Oh. Okay. A bunch of raw stone, so I don't know. Why am my builder's doing? Someone should be building that chisel for me. Where do I have his builders? Okay, Rango's awake. we go. Why aren't you crafting? You have a bunch of stone. All right there. It's all graphite. Granite. Hey, granite chisel, buddy. What is going on? I gotta figure out why these builders aren't building. Oh, a miner has to build the chisel. That's why. My miners were busy mining. Okay, now. Yep, there we go. We can take the stuff over. We're gonna grab the chisel, and we're gonna make sure that I built the right thing. Ooh. Kinda hit and miss. I don't always remember the tech tree order, and I was too lazy to. I'll Google it. So door, table, chair, chisel, saw blade, knife. Yes, I picked the right one. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build me my sawmill. The sawmill will get me sawmill. It'll start cutting the planks for me, and I can get rid of the screwed workbench. Because the only thing the screwed um, the only thing that the screwed workbench really is there for right now is planks and chisels, or planks. Um, my stonemason makes chisels now, and once I get this stone cutter up, it'll start creating planks for me. Um, so we'll be able to get rid of that crude workbench. That is absolutely unneeded. Okay, so I'm gonna start giving this new section of floor. Okay, so we're gonna try and make this idiot proof. Oh shit. Okay, so I'm going to try and leave this walkway here, and then take that away later. And hopefully the the pathing is smart enough to have them start at the end here and work their way back. All right, about an hour in. I think I started this countdown about 13. Okay, so miner's going. Things being cut. Okay, just as a heads up, guys, I'm probably just going to go for about another hour max. Um, just because apparently I have plans now for tonight. Um, we'll see. I'll probably pop on. I'd pop on later tonight as well. As I said, probably about another hour, hour and a half. We'll keep going on this. Hopefully, it's slightly entertaining. It doesn't look like too many people have left yet, so must be finding it some sort of entertaining. Okay. We'll be almost kind of pretty much in line with everything. I'll have a nice kind of flat area in a bit. So I'll be able to expand or move or maybe build some outdoor housing um, stuff for my nice little gnomes. I need a furnace pretty soon so I can start laying down torches, but I shouldn't have too big of a problem with it yet. Should be all right. Just kind of waiting on this stuff. Stuff needs to start producing pretty soon. I get a well out of you. No, don't. Right, I need to make blocks. Blocks will get me well. So get this sawmill up and running first. Um, I'm kind of only just queuing one build job at a time. Um, at this point in the game, as new things come up, or new workshops that build stuff that your crude workbench builds, it gets kind of the game gets kind of confused sometimes with what to build when. Um, and as you can see before, I was really worried about who was supposed to be building something on this build job here, and found out it was a miner that was busy removing the floor and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, I was kind of like what's going on because I thought I didn't have the right thing built. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't prioritize. It doesn't prioritize things based on what's needed for them. It prioritizes it based off of the last thing you've asked it to build. So if I queue another build job in, it will pause whatever build job it's on right now and use it for the new build job, if that makes some sort of sense. These guys are build terrain. Actually, let's realize this for you guys. I don't think I have the music volume for here on that high. Yeah, this way, so you have a little bit of background noise for this as well. Completely forgot about it because I have other music going through on my headphone, but because it's not royalty free or and I'm too cheap to get some royalty-free stuff just for VODs and stuff like that. I just leave it as don't play it and forget if there's game music, but I gotta turn it on for you guys, or else it's just kind of sound effects and kind of my crappy voice. Oh, that's where that shadow's coming from. Oh, F. We'll worry about that later. So it looks like we're probably just waiting on a miner to build us a saw blade. Yeah. So I got one miner sleeping, got another one doing its thing here. So once he's done, hopefully he doesn't need to sleep. He can jump on that saw blade. We can get the sawmill going and deconstruct this guy, and then clear the rest of this out. Open up the ground here a little bit. Why are you just hanging out, buddy? Got a saw blade that needs to be built. Oh, and I need blocks. Well, this is what's going to happen is, I didn't build the stonemason first to get the blocks so I could make the saw blades. All this really needs right now is just a chisel. And the chisel has now been, usually it gets queued up into here. But what I'm going to do is make sure, yeah, so it's not in the work, it's not in here yet. So I'm going to have to force it to craft me a chisel. craft me a chisel out of here so we can get that built, so I can get a block to make a saw blade out of here. There. I mean, I think it's from the cutter I think I can get my well from afterwards. Might have to look up to see where I get my well from. So yeah, I finally got some cotton blooming, which is good. So cotton blooms really fast, and it unless you have a very heavy military complex or military in your base, cotton isn't really used for too much. You can use it to make better beds that are just stuffed with straw. And as I said before, until I start getting this wheat farm going, I'm not too worried about building beds just because yak that straw. And I'm down to 2 straw left. So I really need this wheat farm to start pulling its weight, or else my yaks are gonna die. I have it hanging around. Log. That's bread. Yeah, so once that wheat's gone, maybe messed up on my cat. So hopefully the stuff starts blooming pretty quick. It looks like the strawberries are going, so this shouldn't be too far behind. Then I'll feel a little bit better about where I'm at. They already made the saw blade, so now we gotta get some more planks so we can create this, the other stuff, because they definitely used it on my stone cutter. I'm just going to put a well down. I just need 4 blocks. It'll keep my miners busy making some blocks for me, and then I'll need some planks to build it. Well, obviously it needs to be over top of water, or else it's not going to do anything. But yeah, so hopefully this will keep my my miners a little busy, actually doing some work. Force it to create the blocks for me. Weird that job didn't queue up automatically. Usually what happens is the jobs just queue up automatically for you as you do stuff. For some reason those the blocks didn't queue for me. So, sucks. With the rain and stuff, I've seen some walkthroughs online about making your own water source with it. I've never looked into it to see how to do it. I have heard it's possible. Gotta start going soon, or else I'm gonna start losing some yak. The only bonuses is that I can start making some meat. After they die, I'll just slaughter them, and I can make some sausage and stuff out of them. And use the bones for needles, but right now it's. Don't really want to do it because they do produce milk, and because I have a male and female yak, they can breed, and I usually use their first calf for my bone needles and stuff like that. So there's a bit of a plan for those yaks. I don't want them to die just yet. Need 5 planks. What am I at? 4 planks. So 1 more plank, and hopefully we get that well built, and then I won't be so worried about my drink. It is 71. I still think it's decently high. The food kind of what I'm worrying about. I do have my strawberries there. I have a strawberry farm here. That should help. The only other thing that would have been nice is there are apple trees as well. I don't know. Oh yeah, so there's some apple trees over here. They're nice too. They provide you some extra food that you can build a thing for. Not. Actually, it might be worth it. Maybe send someone else. I should have done this earlier on. I'm a little worried. There's only 12 days in each season. So I'm going to hopefully be able to get those stairs built. Hopefully one of the farmers can run over there, get those clippings going. I'm going to set up another pasture. Grove, 5x5. I'm going to leave it until they get some clippings cut. Okay, so we got some clippings. Well, I'm going to designate it now as an apple grove. Get those planted, and then I can break that down really quick. And that weed's got to go soon. It has to go soon. Down to 1 straw. So just so I can get those guys out of there really quick, what I'm going to do is I'm going to designate another stockpile. It's right here. And all I'm going to put into it food, and apples, and I want to go well. It gets under here. Yeah, plant, clippings, apple, close it off. That should take everyone who has a hand available. Go and pull that, pull this stuff away here. Get it over on the other side, and then I can close up that, and then I can take away that staircase. And then don't have to worry about leaving stuff that's needed over there. And then what I can do here is, so with this one, I wanted to pick the fruit. I needed to cut clippings, because off of the clippings it will build more apple trees. So I'm just going to leave cut clippings, plant my saplings, pick the fruit, but not fell the trees. I don't want it to cut down anything. You only get one clipping per tree. So if I cut down the trees, then I'm only going to be replacing it with a clipping. And I don't necessarily need the wood from that. I just need the I think my 5x5 here of my pine will be fine for now. And actually, while I'm at it, I'm going to these guys out. Simply grab clipping from there, and then I can get another wood. Get another clipping set up for spruce. Those are the spruce trees. The birch. And then I can set up another farm for just the birch trees as well, and then I'll have another farm that will eventually just be for cutting down wood. Why isn't anyone picking up the apples and bringing them over? This clean for function should force them to grab this stuff now and bring it back. And then I'm going to go here and get my plant, clipping, birch over here as well. Clean this floor as well. That way we rush getting that stuff back over here as well. Well, I guess you get a couple of clippings from a tree. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8. Oh no, yeah, oh no, 9. Yeah, so you do get a couple extra clippings. But I don't necessarily need the wood. Eventually I'll take off the clippings, the fruit will grow faster on your tree if you don't cut it down or cut the clippings off of it. The fruit will grow. I'm out of heat. Okay, so once we get the last stuff here cleaned up, tear down that staircase. So I got 30 food now. Should be good for what I'm trying to do here. But as I said, I need that wheat to go, or else my yak are going. I'm glad I didn't build any beds. It takes 2 wheat to build a bed. Yeah, and so I would have, the axe would have been done a while ago. Okay, so I got my sawmill finally built, so now I can deconstruct this guy. I don't need it around anymore. quite a bit. That I need 4 planks to get this well going. As I said, I'm not sure why. Oh, that'll do it. I had for some odd reason I had that well way higher than where the water was. Let me build, but for some odd reason, didn't get any of the build commands. Yeah, so I can cancel these and just leave the one for the build job. That's why it didn't stack in there. Okay, that makes sense. All my bird saplings, so same thing with this one. I do have more bird saplings. Same thing with this one. What I'm going to do, I really don't care about the fruit. I don't want to cut down any of the trees yet. I just want the clippings, excuse me, the saplings, and then be able to plant the saplings. Okay, so it looks like I got enough planks now. So we're gonna build the get the well set up. So then I don't have to necessarily worry about my drink. I just have to worry about my food, which is getting a little concerning right now too. Might not make it very far here. If this stuff doesn't start blooming, or yeah, stuff doesn't start hitting, I'm gonna be kind of messed up. Okay, well's built. What else do I need? I'm gonna need a kitchen and a butcher shop soon. Well, see about soon. So what I'll do is I'm gonna start getting that stuff going. Oh, hey Moses, welcome back into the chat. We got some Gnomoria going on tonight, as you see. Hold on, guys, I'll be right back. Okay. So, man, I really wish that we'd start going soon. That's disappointing. I really don't want to lose those yaks. We are also producing milk as well. And my down here. Okay, so let's build another workshop. We're gonna start with butcher shop because I don't think those yaks are gonna last around very long. That's there. Look at my phone. I'm using it as my chat window. A little bit. There we go. For table. Okay. So that's build jobs are starting to queue. Good. Just had to wait for a woodcutter to wake up from his nap on the ground. Okay, and the other thing I'm going to probably start doing right now is I'm going to start making some independent stockpiles for this stuff. So I'm going to dig this down here. That way all this stuff's not being taken up with wood there. And I can drop it down to another area. Guys, I'm gonna probably be back in about 5 minutes. I'm just gonna let this run. Actually, before I do that, I'm gonna queue up a bunch of jobs here. I'll be back in about 5 minutes, guys. Well, this goes. Yeah, sorry about that. Just had to let the dog outside and stuff. Okay. So these last little areas that I put here, because that's just down our. So these next little areas that I built, they're going to be for stockpiles for the workshops here. I'm probably going to keep my kitchen and butcher shop here, and then I'm going to put my distilleries and stuff over here. And then wood and stone, obviously, so I'm just going to set up the stockpiles now. So designate area, stockpile. I'm just going to use this little 7x7 area. It's probably going to fill up pretty quick. I'll probably start putting in some crates and stuff in there. So I'm just going to select just for my wood. I'm going to put all of it in there for now. I'll designate areas for special tools later. I'm going to close. 7x7 area is going to be for stone. Same thing. I'm just going to put all my stone stuff down there for now. I'm not going to worry about certain stuff. I'm just going to throw it all in there. Sneeze. So now that I got that set up, I'm just going to go into this designated area, this stockpile, and I'm just going to remove my wood, my stone from here, and let everything else kind of sit in there. Oh, good. Sweet stuff started to go. I was really worried about that. I want these yaks to die, so at least I got some more food now. So I'm going to try and get the distillery going, because this grain isn't really used for anything, I find, other than just making beer. So that'll get my drink up. So build a workshop for food and drink and my distillery. And then this way I can set up certain distilleries. Once I get stuff kind of sorted out a bit more, I can get certain distilleries set up for certain things. And so I'm probably going to fill this area with distilleries. Yeah, so I'm really going to fill it up with different types of distilleries, because you can make like wine from your fruit, stuff like that. So I'll eventually do that. Throw some stuff in here for throw another distillery in here maybe for some strawberry wine, and stuff. But as I said, right now at the moment, I'm just more worried about making this wheat, so I can start feeding. This orange tree starts blooming pretty soon, so I can get more food. Actually, the grain is also good for making bread. So actually, what I'll do is I will build another workshop and build a kitchen this time, and maybe I can get some bread going. So the more complex the food, the less they have to eat, and so your food stockpiles will start growing a bit more. Good. Same with the drink. The more complex the drink, the less they need to drink of it to stay hydrated. How's your day going so far today, Moses? What do you think about the game so far? I know you kind of jumped in a little bit late, from at least what my chat's telling me. So, yeah, we'll see. This is a good game, and good game to stream. If it is, and you guys are entertained by it, let me know, and definitely do some more streams of it. I was just kind of looking for something else to play. I'm supposed to be meeting up with another friend today as well. I didn't get a hold of them, so I was just like, throw something on. I thought this would be neat to stream. And as I said, I'm not sure if it's a good entertaining game to stream or not. It seems like there's people watching, so that's good. As you can see, it makes it a little bit easier for this guy because he just has to go downstairs to grab some wood. Once I get the rest of the wood workshops built up in here, I'll use the rest of the area that's left over for designation or for wood stockpile as well. And the nice thing about with stockpiles is, or about stockpiles, is you can do transfer. So you can pull stock from one of your stockpiles, and then that's where you can kind of go through and name them so they show up in here a bit better. So yeah, like down here, will probably just be named wood overflow. Yeah, this is definitely. Moses just said in chat. He downloaded the demo, but he was really confused by it. Yeah, this definitely is a not easy game to understand sometimes. It'll take you like a bunch of playthroughs to try and get everything figured out. I'm on the subreddit for Gnomoria, and I see stuff on there that people have done, and I'm just like,